And I got the special guest. We got Angel with us. And I know it ain't 6:30 yet, but this live stream, I want Nick to join and have a chance. Shoot, my remote's dead. Oh well. I can always just press down. Oh, he's at work. Okay. I didn't know he was at work. Hello? Hold on. I'm gonna make it down so you can see me and the kitten a lot better. Hopefully. Okay, so it won't work that way, so I have to turn it this way. There we go. Now you see us. Now you can see us. Me and Angel. Hi. Hi, Too Easy. We have a special guest with us. There will be another live stream around 6:30. So we got this live stream and we got another one coming at 6:30. So right now this is the kitty cat live stream, and then we will have another one without the kitty cat. We have a kitten, 4-month-old kitten, feral, but this one is starting to gain my trust. As you can see, she started to gain my trust. Now, I have another feral kitten, but her name is, the other one's name is Iris. This one's name is Angel. And Angel's sister, Iris, is more feral than this one. So, this is Angel, and the only one I can get without being scratched or hissed at. And plus, I have the mama cat as well in my bathroom. So, right now, Iris is being hidden by her mom. So, yeah. That's why I got this one. One of the kittens instead of both of them. I wish I can grab both of them. But I get what I can catch. So right now, this is Kitty and Sparkle together, live. how we tame the ferals is if they're not been had their shots yet, use gloves and use a towel. Like an old towel that you barely use anymore, and roll them up like a burrito and play some cat purring noises because that helps a lot to calm them down. And then once they start purring, you can take off the gloves one by one like this, and then you can like take off the towel once you feel comfortable of holding them like this. With ferals, they feel comfortable with the kangaroo hold, and they will climb on you, so expect that to happen. It doesn't take very long to tame a feral kitten, but if you have a feral cat, then it might take a lot longer than a kitten would. So if you want to hear from the last live stream of knowing how to tame one of these, now you know. And also, for them to gain more trust, churro cat treats. Or churro, whatever. Churro, whatever. Whatever it's called it. It's a healthy kind of treat. Liquid treat. And expect it to be twice as hungry than a normal cat would eat. Because we went through so many cans of cat food, you have no idea how much a kitten eats and poops and pees. Expect a full litter box within the next 2 days as well. Mwah. So once you got your feral tamed, you will be holding it like this. Voila! Congrats, you are holding a feral cat or a kitten. In my case, it's a kitten. You gotta talk to them very gentle too. That's another way to gain their trust on you. Even if it's silly, it does work. I'm sure most of you are at work or out somewhere visiting family for the 4th, because tomorrow is the 4th. And as you can see, she's licking me. She's licking the sauce off of my fingers. I don't know if that's okay or not because it has a little bit of garlic on it. Hey, Mom. Oh, well, my mom is helping me learning how to take good care of her cat, and I'm not sure if they can have garlic or not, you know? So, I know all of you, or most of you, will just watch the stream afterwards, which is fine. I'm gonna need to, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna ask Mom about the garlic situation. Hey, Mom. The stuff has a little bit of garlic taste to it, and she just licked my thumb. Okay, because I know garlic's not meant for cats or kittens. So if it's just a little bit, she won't die, right? Back. Kitten's gonna be okay. And won't hurt her. So, yeah. We're like this right now. Oop, she's claiming on me. So, here's the kitten. Hold on, there's the ant. Hi, Broken Dreams. There's gonna be another live stream, but this one is just to show how cute my kitten is. And the other live stream will be just me without a kitten. This one was just scratching the door, wanting out. My cat's doing great. She's doing fantastic. Angels is a sweetheart. This one is starting to warm up to me the most. Yeah. Alright. I see you there too. And this is just a live stream of a cat, me and Angel. Sparkle and Angel live stream for now until later tonight. It'll be just me. Right now's live stream would be me and Angel, me and the kitten. Hello, welcome back. I hope you'll be back later. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. So, this one's getting pretty antsy. I might have to let her get back with her sister in a little bit because this one's getting antsy. So, I'm gonna put her back in the bathroom with Iris pretty soon. But this is straight up 14 minutes of me and the kitty. Me and the kitty. So I'll be right back. Alright. I'm gonna turn on my fan on. Is that gonna be okay? Alrighty. Hold on. There we go. What's the battery on? Okay, good. We are at full battery. And yeah. So how y'all been today? Because I know I've been doing fantastic. I just want to know how y'all been doing today. You're good? That's good. That is good to know. Let's see. No. Oh, there we go. My favorite ice cream flavor has to be vanilla, right? Why not, you know? Can't go any wrong with the classic vanilla. Um, it's tied with chocolate. It's in between vanilla and chocolate. You love mint chocolate chip. Ooh. I heard that one's pretty good. Where is my chat? Where did it go? There it is. Alright. Let's see, light on. There we go. Baskin Robin. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, I say. Mm. Nice. Where did I get my ice cream from? Well, Walmart. I live nearby Walmart that's 6 minutes away. So why not, you know? Just go somewhere that's 6 minutes away. By car, that is, but walking distance probably like 10 to 15 minutes. Do I have a certain brand? Blue Bunny. Blue Bunny is my favorite brand to get. Oh. Nickelodeon has an ice cream? I didn't even. Where's that at? Because when I go to Walmart, I don't even see all these weird, wicked name ice creams at all. I don't know if Walmart has that. I might have to go by Tuesday to see if they have it. Oh. Okay. Well, it won't hurt to take a look on Tuesday, I guess. Or Sunday. I think they're open on Sundays. I think. So, how was that ice cream? What did it even taste like? Ooh, nice. Did you have a blue tongue or blue teeth afterwards? Oh, it's green? But you said it was blue. I thought you said it was blue. Did you say green or blue? Yeah, you said blue. You didn't say green unless you meant to say green. Then understandable. Like, did your teeth turn green after you ate it? Usually teeth or gums turn like green or blue, a greenish blue. If you eat something that is like blue 1 or it has yellow 5 and blue 1 together. So what's everybody's 4th of July plans? Because after the live stream, I'll be making a Minecraft Season 5 video. At least I'm trying to make like a Season 5 video. I tried to do it yesterday, but my phone overheated, so I didn't get to do that yesterday. So hopefully today I can like make a normal video of Season 5. You too. Bye. Bye. See you later. I think you'll be back later, I think. Yeah. See ya later tonight. So, yeah, I'm just waiting. Just waiting on some people, like, you know. So I'm just gonna be right here. I'm gonna get some batteries for my remote. Hello? Hey, turn on. We got it. I got the TV to turn on. So let's turn on this controller. And we can turn on the settings. We unmute this. Inputs 4. There we go. HDMI 4. And I can just deal with it, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm just gonna I know there's more steps to draw a bird, but there they are. There's the pins. Got it. Alright. But this is my way on drawing birds. And I know everybody has their own opinion on drawing, on their own drawing skills. So, I'm going to draw a purple bird step by step. This is how I draw them. You don't have to draw them like this, but this is how I draw them. I start off with like the tree branch, and then I go with the body first. This is the quicker way. This is the advanced way on drawing a bird. So you start with the body, then you erase the extra lines because the bird's gonna sit down on the branch. So it's gonna sit on this branch. So draw another leg right there. Draw the tail. So, like I said, everybody draws their birds differently. Not everybody has to draw the exact way. Everybody has their own ways. So, even if mine looks like crap, I don't care, because it has the details of a bird, and as long as you can tell it's a bird, I don't care about people's opinions, because opinions and our meaning are just, not true. It's just opinions. Some people have their preference of drawing things, and I have my own ways of drawing things. So, yeah. And next, I draw the wing of the bird. And then I'm going to show you the finish. And if I do make a mistake, I am using erasable pens. So if I make the slightest mistake, I can just easily fix it with a pen, erase it with the erasable pen. Other people have their opinions on drawing a bird. That's okay, because not everybody's perfect. And then the beak is one triangle with a line and two little circles and an eyeball right here. And you can add like details to the head depending on what bird you are wanting to draw. So it can have a pointed tip to be a cardinal, or you can have it as a circle head, like a average, like every other day bird has. And there we go, we're almost done. Just depends on what you want. And add lines to mine because we're making a purple cardinal sitting on a tree branch. With leaves on it. Don't judge my leaves, okay? Because it's supposed to be a tree branch, so I'm just gonna draw like branches so you know it's a tree, sorta. So you know it's a tree and not, so you don't think of any sussy moment of anything. And I'm gonna make a swirly on the branch so you know it is a tree. There we go. I just made the bird's nest. This could be like the bird's nesting spot. Right here on the very edge of the tree. And there we go. And after we let it dry, we erase the extra lines so you know where the nest meets the, you know, where the eggs are supposed to be at. Here we go. Oop, one egg is, that's a little too close to that egg. I'm gonna start all over with that. So that egg right here, this one right here, one right here, and one right here, because birds lay 3 to 4 eggs, I believe, at a time. 3 to 4 eggs at a time, I think. There we go. Bird with a bird's nest with eggs sitting on a branch. What do you think? What do you guys think about this bird? I started with the body, then the tail, then the wing, and then the branch, and then the head, then the beak, and then the little nostrils on the beak, then the eye, then if you're making a cardinal or a blue jay, the pointy part of its head and the lines, and I drew the nest and then the eggs, and then the branches of the branch of the tree. And the little squiggly holes where the tree is to add more details to the branch it's sitting on. And I did the little feet. The feet is there. It's just that it's tiny little feet because it's sitting down on the branch. The purple cardinal. I can draw a parrot. If you want me to draw a parrot, comment down parrot, and I can. But I have to grab more than 2 colors. More than 2 colors. Alright, so here's the rest of my pens. I have so many pens. Oh yeah, I need to, there we go. Some of them need to be pushed down because I literally forgot to put them in. Hopefully they're not dry up. Hopefully not, because that would be really bad. There were in this bag, so there should be enough shade. I think I'm gonna put a gift in there instead of having pins in it. So I don't see anybody commenting on parrots, so I'm just gonna draw a bluebird. So I'm gonna get the bluebird colors here. Let's see. All shades, all kinds of shades of blue, I think. And I need a black to outline. So I got 2 blacks because I don't know which one. Wait, that's a dark blue, so I need that. That's not black, that's a dark blue. No, this is a dark blue. Okay, so that's dark blue. And this is, what are you? You're the old black. We're now ink on this one. I'm gonna write something tiny on here so I know it's black. Or supposed to be black. This shouldn't be out of ink yet. Oh, I am out of ink on this black. Okay. Good thing I bought a second set, because if I didn't, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have a second. Oh, that one's juicy. Okay. Okay, so we start off with the outline, because if we don't, you won't see the color blue on here. So that's why we had to outline this in black. So plus their beak is black, so we had to make a thin beak like this, a very thin beak like so, like that. And then it's fully black, so you won't see the line through the beak. You won't see the line through the beak at all. And I think they have their eye color's black, so we got that. Let's make the wing and the chest, and underneath their feet as well. So we got this. We got the wing of a bluebird. So we got that. And then we get the tail. It's like a roundish tail to it. So there we go. Black legs. Well, feet. Their legs and feet are black. So now we just add lines. Then we color in with blue and orange. Leave some of it white. So leave some of the belly is white. So some of the belly is white, because it's white and orange. And yeah, there we go. And now we just make a dark outline so we don't do anything too crazy. There we go. Got that. So I'm gonna look at a picture. So I'm just okay. That's been unplugged. So I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm back. Sorry for that pause. So it's, let's see, what color is this? Okay, so I'm gonna make the wing this color, and I'm gonna add some darker detail too. And ooh, there we go, the tail like that. There we go. We got the tail now, and the orange. Only the orange. Which one's most accurate to orange? Orange. Okay, this one. So orange here, all the way here. So right here is orange. Right here, part of the head right here is orange. But just not all the way right there. Just a little bit, just like right here. Right here. That is orange. This is orange. This is gonna be orange. Orange. Alright. So that's a little much of orange. So we got that right there where we need the orange to be. There we go. We got the orange right here. There we go. We can just do a little bit right there so we can tell it's a bluebird still. And add darker blue to the wing. Add darker blue. And blue. Add a little bit of dark blue. Hold on. Oh. Can't tell which one is the old one and which one's the new pen. So, okay. There we go. There we go. Let's add a little bit, and then we can just mix it in. Avoid the eye, because dark blue and black look very similar, so we just do that. Leave that belly alone, and then erase this part so we can make the line blue, because it's called Bluebird. Line blue here. It's called a bluebird, not a blackbird. It's called a bluebird. And then we can just do this. Erase this part. There we go. And make this orange. There we go. And bluebird right here. Erase this part, because we got the chest to be orange. Got that part to be orange, so we just need to make this blue. And then orange right here. It's orange right here. Right here. And black, add a deeper black right here for the eye. There we go. And add a lighter blue to this bird. So add the wing back. We need the wing to be black so we can see the wing. Alright, cut the wing here, right here. Yeah, there we go. And add some of this blue. And then some of this blue right here. And right here. And right here. There we go. And let's see here. The lines so you can know where the tail is. Here. There we go. So add some more, a little bit more orange right here. Right here. There we go. Let's erase that blue right there. Erase that. Make it orange right here. Like so. Right here. Like right here is orange. Right here. And there we go. Let's make this blue. There we go. And we have our Eastern blue bird. We have an Eastern bluebird. I'm gonna show my mom. So, what do you guys think about the blue bird? About the blue bird? I use these, and this for the outline. So I'm gonna need this for the next bird outline. Unless I could use the exact same piece of paper. Just okay. So this one is red, red, like the actual red. This one's also red as well. So let's take the bigger color test on this thing. If you don't know what we're drawing yet, we are drawing the cardinal now, right next to the bluebird. So right now we're gonna start with the outline. That's not the outline. Colored outline. Let's see, we got the outline in black. We will make it red in a second. And we just do this. Take that bird's tail, make it into a tail right here, like this. It's kind of like squarish tail. Square-ish tail. There we go. We got cardinal. We're drawing a cardinal. So we got one space left to make the line right here. There we go. And I have enough room to make more lines for the tail. Rounded it a little bit. Round it up a little bit. There we go. And then we do the extra lines on here. A little extra depth. And then, well, can't really see the red with the black, so let's see. The head will be like this. And there we go. The head of the bird. There we go. We need to shape it up a little bit. Shape her up a little bit better for the cardinal's size, head size, bird head size. There we go. Erase the extra lines. And this bird is all red all around. So let's just make the wing. So we got that. We got the line. Outline the wing. Like this. Make the line right here. Right here. There we go. Right there. And then line right there. Then make the wing a little bit bigger. Let's make the wing a little bit bigger because they're bigger birds. And yeah, so we make the wing a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger, but not too much. There we go. Make the line right here. Right there, like that. Like this. And yeah, line right here. Line like here. And here. And here. Right there. There we go. And right there. There we go. So make the face black because their face is black. And then the rest is red, I think. And then eye, we do the eye like right here. Right here. We do the eye right here. And right here is the eye of the bird. Right here. Right there. There we go. Let's color this in black, 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 black. Black, black, black. And then the eye right here. And then there we go. The eye like that. And then there we go. There is our cardinal. There we go. And then we just do that. Just make a big line so we can color it in better. And plus their wings are not black, so let's fix that. Let us fix that real quick here. So we're basically drawing my grandma / friend Andy. So we're doing a what gender are we doing on this cardinal? Let's see. What do we want our cardinal gender to be? Let's see. Let's make a male cardinal because I don't have the brown to make the female cardinal. So let's get the brown. Not brown. I don't have the brown to make the female because females are brown. So, yeah. No female cardinal. We're just gonna do a male cardinal. We don't have the right shade of brown. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And then we erase this thick line right there. And then we erase this thick line over here. There we go. And we will draw the head of the cardinal and then erase the extra lines right here. Color the top of the face like that, black. And then the beak is red, I think. So I think they have some type of lines on their thing. I think so. I think they have like lines like that. I think they have lines. So let's do that. I think they do, but not sure if they do or not. So there we go. I'm not gonna add the lines because I don't know if they do. So I'm just gonna add I'm just gonna add lines, just really short lines, just in case they don't have lines. So I'm just gonna do that. Color it in like that with black, the face. And then thinner wing than that, I think. I think their wings are thinner than that. So let's remove some of that and add this and this. Make it thinner. There we go. There we go. Alright, so let's make the wing thinner. But we need the wing to show itself. So we're just gonna do that and that and that and that. There we go. The wing needs to be shown. That is here. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, now we're talking. And we do this and that and this. And then, well, I'm gonna make the legs red because they're like a dark red. Legs are, and there we go. So, yeah, we have the cardinal almost done. So there we go. And red legs for now until we add the black, because they're way darker than this. They're like a maroon-ish color. So let's add that color now. So red and then black. And then we add more red to their legs. We add to their feet. There we go. Don't know why that one's fatter than the other. So let's just fix that. color it in. Oh yeah, the nostrils. There we go. And their beaks are red. And there we go. And right here. There we go. Like the red, 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 red. There we go. There we go. Red, red, red. And there we go. There we go. It's red, 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 red. Red, 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 red. Red, 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 red. Red, 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 except for face. Red, 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 except for the face. There is the cardinal. What do you guys think? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. There we go. There we go. And we are almost done. There we go. Red, red, red. Red, red, red. There we go. Red, red, red. And what other bird should I draw next? I can draw a. Can I draw a finch? Yes, I can. I can draw a finch for ya. I can. Let's see. They are big, I think. I mean, they're fatter. Aren't they? Fatter birds, I think. Like, they're not that fat, but you know what I mean. They're bigger birds. So, yeah. This one is, the tail is black and white, so I can just do that tail. The bird's tail, color in the bird's tail, because that is black and white. Here we go. And maybe one more here. There we go. So they know it's, there we go. And there we go. Here we go. Oop. There we go. There we go. Black. And then there we go. Black right here. And black right here. On the tail right here. There we go. And it's white here. Black right here. Right here. And there. And at the end of the tail, it's black. And there we go. There's the bird's tail. Add the details, little details to the bird. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I think I made the tail a little bit big, so let's just make it a little smaller. Here, I think I made a little bit big, so let's make it a little bit smaller than the tail we just did. So we're gonna do this tail feather, this tail feather right here, black right here, and it's black up here. Let's draw a black tail, then we can just tail feather. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better looking. And there we go. 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 And round it up right here. Right here. There we go. And let's add lines to it now. Add lines to the bird. Add lines to it, to the tail feather. So we know it's a tail feather. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Tail feather. This tail feather is well, I just made a baseball bat. Well, maybe a hummingbird. I just made a hummingbird. a black hummingbird. I mean, all hummingbirds are different colors. They come in different colors. This is could be a hummingbird now, so yeah, it's a hummingbird. Let's see, like that, and then feet. So this one's not gonna be colored in because it's a hummingbird. Well, more like a woodpecker actually. I made a woodpecker. There we go. We got that. We made a woodpecker instead. I never thought I could make a woodpecker, but here we are. A woodpecker right here. Because those are black. Okay, so the finch turned into a woodpecker. My bad on doing that. So the woodpecker is a woodpecker now. So the finch is now a woodpecker. So yeah, so we got a woodpecker action going on. There we go, woodpecker. Woodpecker. And now we can do finch if we can, but I think I drew a woodpecker and that took all the space. So finch, see this, and then that tail like that, like this. And there we go. The tail is getting built. There we go. That's the shape I wanted. That's the shape I wanted. There we go. There we go. We got that shape now. And there we go. So the tail is black and white in general. So we're gonna color the tip. I think the tip is black. The tip of the tail is black, I think, and then that's why this is black. And white, and then black. Right here. Right here. There we go, so black. So we got the tail feather done. We got the tail feather to be done. So we got this to be a tail feather. Got the tail feather done. There we go. Go, we're getting it done. There we go. Got it. We are getting it done. Son. We're getting it done, son. And like this. Like that. There we go. Then like this. Like that. Like this. Something like zigzag pattern, like like something like this. Something like this. There we go. So we need to erase this. There we go. There we go. And then add the lines to the tail feather, because that's going to be yellow. Oh, no, yellow, that's white. It's going to be white, because it's black and white. And then the lines of it, there we go. So we're going to do that, there we go. And that. And we're going to do lines like this. We got the tail shape now going on. We got the tail shape going on now. So we just erase the extras. Lines. There we go. We erase the extra lines. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. We got the tail. There we go. And there we go. So we got that. White over here. And then legs are black, I think. The feet are black. There we go. There we go. Tail feather, line, and then line, then line, and then line. Line, 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 and line. There we go. Line. There we go. There's the line right here. Right here. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Got it. Got it right here. And there we go. Got it. I think I got the, yeah, I got the pattern wrong. Okay. We got the body. Started off with the body. And then we got the head to do. Got the head. Let's get the head of the bird. And then we got the head shape. There we go. We get the correct head shape here. These erasable pins are amazing. There we go. And the lines. We got the lines right here. Lines right here. Right there. And one right here. There we go. And one right here. One right there. And one right here. And there. And there too. There we go. Got it. We got the bird's tail done. Then we had the detail, the tail feather. So we add some depth to it. There we go. There we go. Bird's tail is done. Just need to, there we go. Perfect. Get the perfect tail for it. And yeah, that's one perfect tail for it. There we go. There we go. And there. Leg. Feet. And wherever this line is, this gets to be erased. There we go. Let's erase that. Make that. There we go. There we go. Because this has to be yellow. This has to be yellow. And there we go. I think the beak itself is black, but I'm not sure. I think it's black. I think the beak itself is black. So let's just, do this. Make it triangle-ish shape as possible. Let's see here. Let's see how we doing with the beak. There we go. Is the finch beak black? Let me know if it's black or not. Because I haven't drawn this bird and haven't drew this bird in a long time. I think their beaks are smaller than that. So let's make it smaller like that. Let's make it smaller, way smaller. There we go. Let's make it smaller. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And let's remove that. Remove extra lines. That is not needed. Let's make the correct color for it. Okay, now let's do the wing. Now, I think the wing is, yeah, it's the wing that's black and white. So the wing doesn't need to be colored in. Alright. So let's, there we go. There we go. And add a point to it. Add this here so they know what's what. part is black and which part is supposed to be white. So that part is the wing black part, and then this pattern I believe is there we go, and I think the eye is black, so let's get that as black as possible. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Come at the wing, the fly wing, a little more black up here. There we go. There we go. There we go. See here, black outline here, pattern looking thing right here. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it right this time. There we go. And yes, this is also going to be another male. There we go. There we go. So we got the beak. Oh, let's fix the beak a little bit. There we go. Pointed beak. There we go. There we go. Alright. So we got that taken good care of. Let's make outline right here. There we go. And line right there. Let's connect that. There we go. We have ourselves, let's see, it's like white down here. So it's like white down here. Rest is like, I think the top of the head is like black, I think. Like, I think the top of his head is like black. I just don't remember. If this part's like black or not. Let's see. I think that the rest is like yellow, isn't it? The rest is like yellow, except for the wing. Or is the wing yellow? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna do this yellow. I think that's a match of what I need to do. So we're gonna use marker instead of pen. Because it matches pretty, it makes it blend better to the actual color of the bird. There we go. And add black down here, because I think their beaks are black down here. I think it's like this. There we go. So their beaks are like that. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. And then yeah, we got our bird. There we go. We got a bird. Finch. Here's our finch. Hope you like that. And now it's time to, let's see how much ink we got. Ink check. Let's see. Not much black left, so I had to start now. I have to save the black whenever it's needed because I'm running out of black. So I'm gonna start saving the black when it's needed. So I'm gonna start doing the birds in color now, so we can save the black whenever it's needed. And now we're gonna do not a Baltimore Oriole because that's gonna take a whole lot of black. And I don't want to use all my black in one entire use. I want to keep my black as many uses as possible instead of using it all in one go, because there's going to be some drawings that I'll be learning one day and I will need black. That we've got require a lot of black, so we're going to save some black so we don't run out of black. Plus we got this. Yeah. And we got the second closest color to black is gray. We got the second closest to black. So we're going to use this gray because there's a lot of gray in here. So for this bird, if we need black, we're going to use this. But for our eyes, we're going to use gray. So we can save our black pen whenever it is needed. Because if we run out, so this bird is going to be a I don't know. It's a little big for a hummingbird. We could make this bird into a mourning dove, I guess. So we just need to do this to outline the tail feather, so we know where the tail feather goes. And we're gonna draw ourselves a mourning dove. I mean, they're pretty big. Their bodies are pretty big too, but like, I know they're brown, but like, I didn't make the body big enough, so I guess we could do we could do a robin, because this is like robin sized. Alright, so this is like robin sized. So we're gonna draw a robin. We're going to draw a robin, so we're going to make the lines over here thinner. And so thinner lines, there we go. So we got the robin. We got the robin right here. The robin's tail right here. So we got it right here. So just erase wherever this is. There we go. We got the tail feather for it right here. Right over here. There we go. We got the tail feather shape. Just need the wing and the belly right here. So let's just erase this. The wing of a robin right here. Put it right here. The wing of the robin right here. So it's gonna be right here. And then robin's belly right here. And then the head right here. And erase these lines right here. And then we do the beak. The beak right here, like this. Robin's beak. Robin's beak, like that. Let's get that here, like a so, like that. And there we go. Then we got the eye. There we go. Got the robin, and we just made a robin drawing right now. We just made one. There we go. There we go. We got there we go. Let's add some more detail. So this is our robin. The birds that we mostly see where I am from. Here it is. There is the robin. You know, it doesn't look like it, but it is. Just wait a second, because I haven't colored it in yet. So let's get the brown started here. Haven't used this brown at all, so it should have all its ink. It should have all its ink. So I hate robins. So this ain't the best robin I ever done. So this ain't one of my best, but really hate robins. This ain't the best bird I ever drawn. So yeah, just let you know I hate robins. I really hate robins. Sorry if there's a hole. Okay, fine, I'll draw a better one. I will draw a better one. Since I got the brown working, I can draw a better one. Even though I hate these birds, but the reason I hate these birds is because in Grow a Garden, fall events, I kept getting robins. I haven't gotten a single, I think it's a goose or something, duck, swan. I think it's a swan. Yeah, I haven't got a single swan from the Fall Fest update last year. So last year, I did not get a single swan. And my trades were not that great to even trade with people, so I couldn't even get a yes from anybody because my trades were that horrible. Because I didn't have jack at all, like what they wanted from me. Oh, I'll trade you something that you don't even have for the robin for this swan that someone else hatched. And guess what? I didn't have what they were looking for. So how convenient is that? Like, some people are just greedy. Like they trade for greed. So yeah, I was stuck of having a Robin that I didn't even want at all. No one in their right mind back then didn't want a robin bird. Everybody who hatched one was like, "Do you want this robin bird?" Blah blah blah. You know, like to the new players who have missed the fall update in the game. They, you know, people just are mean. They are mean. Not the robin, the people who play Grow a Garden game. They are just mean people. They are very mean people in that game of Grow a Garden. I rarely meet any nice people, so that's why I quit Roblox, because I couldn't take the scammers anymore. So yeah, I couldn't take any more scammers of Roblox Grow a Garden. I couldn't, just I had to deal with all the scammers and I was getting tired of it. So yeah, people ghost me and trick me, and not a fun time. Not a fun time, you know. And when I trade with people, I literally, you know how long it took me to like hatch a seal for someone who was new at the game and they got scammed by someone else for their seal and they didn't even like give it back to them? Yeah, that took me ages. And then when I told them the good news, when I finally hatched a seal from one of the summer eggs I had, and I just gave them the seal, and I was like, "Here you go, I hatched this for you since you got scammed by one of my troll people." And I kind of feel bad that they did get trolled by them, and then I unfriended them because of that. Because I don't scam people at all. I don't do that. Scamming is bad. And a lot when I said, "Hey, can I borrow your pet?" to people, and they said, "No, I got scammed today. How can I trust you?" I'm like, "Well, you can trust me. I'll just bring her back. I don't need one of your seals. I just need it for a task." And then I send it right back to them, and they fully trust me. Well, the people who I promised to give it back, and then right as I give it back to them, they said, "Sorry for doubting you." They do apologize to me of accusing me of being a scammer, and that's not what I do. I do not scam. And I'm sorry if the players who are new to grow a garden have no trust in other players of bringing their pet back. I am so sorry that happened to you. I wish I can just make it up to you, but that is one of my reasons why I quit. And I gave some of my good pets away because they were kind of being, and no one had those kinds of pets anymore, so that's why I gave some away to a random player. And I didn't need any trade backs because, well, no one was needing the old pets that I had a Mimic, and since the Mimic octopus ain't that popular anymore, as I realized that the dragonfly, the Mimic, those pets are no longer popular. And the more I played, the more or less I seen people with dragonflies and mimics. I only seen people keep their foxes, and I don't really see much of dragonflies and mimic octopuses anymore on other people's gardens anymore. So I'm just assuming that the mimics and dragonflies are no longer, a good pet anymore. Because all the dragonfly does is just makes your garden gold, and the mimic octopus just mimics what your other pets do, which is kind of useless if you ask me. So some players do have a point there when something is not popular, or if it's starting to be less powerful or more useless than people realized beforehand, before all these new updates came along. The dragonfly and mimic were the number one pet to get, and the more I played, the more I realized, oh, these pets are no longer popular anymore, so that's why I got rid of them. And I only kept my foxes because I kept seeing fox owners in Grove Garden. So that's why I never sold any of my foxes and kept all my foxes as much as possible, because my foxes are not for sale and are more useful than the stupid dragonfly and mimic. Yes, they're a rare thing to hatch, but no one has them in their gardens anymore. So why would I have something that is not useful anymore to people and grow a garden? They call them trash pets because they're not that much useful anymore. So yeah, I just follow the trends. I don't, I like to keep up with the people who have like the cooler new pets and not the pets that are not cool anymore. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep up with the people with the cool pets. So yeah, we got the robin almost done. It's a big one. This is what I hatched. This is what I hatched in Grow Garden, the giant robin bird. And yeah, here is the robin. There it is. There's the robin. Don't mind this part. This part was just a mess up. So ink check. Yeah, there's a lot of brown left. And so yeah, there's the robin. And now, what should I draw next? What should I draw next? I'm just gonna draw a parrot. If I remember how to draw one. I know it's a bigger body with big head, because parrots are smart animals. They're smart birds. And I'm gonna make an African gray parrot, so those have really big wings. They have thick legs, so 3D legs. So 3D legs. And there we go. So this is gonna be a African gray parrot. Now these parrots have a IQ of a 3-year-old toddler. So they have an IQ of a 3-year-old toddler. So they're pretty smart. So parrots speak like curves a little bit like this, sound like that, curves in or out like this, like that. It's like pointy, like a little pointy beak. So this beak goes like up like that, like this, and then this goes like there we go. Goes like that. Alright, so African gray parrots. Here we go. African gray parrot. So the bottom beak is gray. So we just do the bottom beak like this. Then the top beak is like a dark gray. Top beak is like lighter gray, like this. Okay, so we're just gonna have this right here, like right here. So like right here. There we go. Outline this like that, and then this, and then boop boop, and then like a line right here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got it. We got the beak. We got the beak. Yeah, we got the beak. There we go. Okay, so now it's their tail, which is a bit tricky because it's a really big tail. They have really big tails, so it's gonna be a bit tricky to do. And there we go. We're doing fantastic so far. So far, we're doing fantastic with the tail of the bird. Alright, so we got that, and possibly one more right there because of the little red spot on its tail right here. There we go. So that's what's gonna be red. And the rest is gonna be like gray. The rest is like gray. And they are big birds. So, yeah, so they are big birds. So, yeah. So they have big tail feathers. So, make the wing like this. The gray wing like this. That's, you know, like right here. Right here is like the wing. Of an African gray parrot. There we go. So we're gonna outline right here. We're going to outline the wing. There we go. And we're going to outline the tail. And there we go. There we go. The tail is going to be outlined. There we go. There's the tail and the lines. And the lines for it right here. And then like where the red is supposed to be right here. And there it is. There the parrot is, the African gray parrot. And there we go. And outlining it. There we go. And there we go. Let's add the lines. Add to our here to the wing of our bird. There we go. That detail. There we go. So here is the tail feather right here. Here's the wing of it right here. Right here's the wing. It's gonna do that. There we go. And has like, I think it has this thing of African gray, I think has that. And let's see here. There we go. Let's do the wing. Little point here. There we go. There's the wing. There we go. Wing and tail feather. The detail. There we go. And here is our African gray. Let's add the red bit over here. Let's add the red bit. There we go. African gray. The African gray bird. Parrot. There we go. There we go. Now we just color in the rest gray. Don't know if the head thing is gray or not. So we got our African gray parrot. So African gray. I think I did a pretty good job. I colored it in a little bit. So I think I did a pretty good job. So on the African gray parrot. I know no one's watching because who wants to watch on the bigger screen, you know. So let's see. I'm gonna draw one more bird, and let's draw. I don't know what to draw. Oh, let's just draw something. It doesn't have to be a bird. Let's just doodle whatever, you know. Let's just doodle something. Hopefully a little doodle will turn out to be something cool, I hope. If not, then I will not show it to any of you, because if it does not look cool, or if it doesn't turn out to be like anything, like at all, then we will just not show it to you guys, because if it doesn't look cool, then it's not worth showing. I don't know if people still do these S's or not, so I sketched one out. So this is what I did back in middle school. Were these S's. This was cool back in my middle school years, when I was in middle school, but not anymore. That was years and years ago. So I sketched out the Superman S. And if you want to learn how to make it, if you guys don't already know, but for the ones who have no idea how, I can literally show you how it's done. So it's one line, one middle line. One line on the left, one line in the middle, and one line on the right. Then exact same 3 lines on the bottom. Now, so you want to start off with something like this, and then have these 2 lines right here connect like this. If you already know how to make this kind of S, good for you. This is just for people who don't know how. So you just do that, and then you do the same thing on top, like this, like this. Hold on. Yeah, like this. So your S should start looking like that, and then you connect here to here, and then you connect the middle line to the top left line, and then you connect the bottom left to the bottom middle, and then you connect the top right to the top middle. Then after you do that, it should look like this. Like this. It should look like this. Something like this. Okay. Now I am pretty good at origami stuff too. So if you guys don't know what this is, even though I'm hoping you do, but if you guys don't know what this is a paper fortune, and I need scissors to cut the excess. Here they are. I found my scissors. Now you can just leave it blank, or you can have it in color paper and write the words after you make it. So you start off with a single triangle, and then after you cut the excess, you should be left with a triangle. I'm gonna cut the excess up here as well, because it's notebook paper, not crafting paper. It's notebook. So this mine might be a little thin because I'm not using craft paper. I'm using or origami. I'm using normal notebook paper. Then you take it again, fold it into another triangle, a smaller triangle, and then you should have something completely like this. You shouldn't have any extra pieces of paper sticking out. If you do, you did something wrong. So it should look like this for people who don't know how to make these fortunes. This is a fortune teller. And you just take one of your triangles like this and try to get it to be even as possible. It's okay if this part does not turn out to be perfect, because this is just a practice run and a teaching run. So you just do the same thing with the other two triangles that you have made, and flip it over, and it should look like this on the back, and it should look like this in the front. So now what you do is take the same triangle you had before and flip it on the other side like this. Should be like this. You repeat until you have something, till you start. It should be something like this, like a square like this. And this is where you have to write. You can write something, and this is like the step where you can write something in here. So yeah, this is the step of where you either decorate or write whatever you want in here. So yeah, this is the step to start writing what you want to write in, and whatever sequence you want to do, shapes, numbers, letters, question marks, symbols, any kind of symbol. And then after you put your 4 triangles like this, flatten it out, crease it. Should be the square like this, 4 squares like this. Next, what you do is fold the 4 squares in half like this. Should look like this. And then now you just fold either side. You just do this. I like to do the left side and then go to the right side. And this is where you add your shapes and whatever symbol you want, until you feel like you just keep doing this until you feel the fortune ready to be placed in your thumbs and fingers. Go into the slots like so, like this, and you just pinch, and then you just play with it. Just play with it. Then you just go to your friend or your kind neighbor pick a number or whatever symbol, and then you just do this, and then you tell them to, you unfold it like this, you tell them pick a number, and then whatever number it says or symbol, then you read what you wrote. And voila, and then you just put it back like, and you just make yourself a fortune. Like this, it should look like this. Should look like this. I was trying to make paper stars as a Christmas decoration, and then turned out to be one of these instead of a Christmas decoration. So, yeah, instead of a paper star, I made a paper fortune. Don't ask how. It was pure luck. So yeah, do, and then, yeah. So it should stand up like this. So yeah. That's how you make a paper fortune. And, yeah. That's what I had. That's what we thought it was cool back then when I was in middle school. Was paper fortunes and the Superman-esque looking thing. So I don't know if they're still a thing or not. That's how I have my fun. So, yeah. I really hope you enjoy today's live stream, and I will see you guys around 6:30 on my phone, because apparently none of you like it on the bigger screen for some reason. Usually I always assume that, oh, they like the bigger screen better because you can see more. I can literally see whose name is what better, and I thought that'd be like excellent to use to help me read all the names without doing this all the whole time like I do on the phone. And it's easier for me to read all your names. I don't have to bend over every time when I see someone saying hi in the chat. And I figured it would be easier to tell how old I am in a bigger screen like this. But apparently you guys like to see me suffer to not see your guys' names properly, I guess. I guess you guys like to correct me. I don't know what's the fun of that, being corrected all the time. So, yeah. I don't see the fun of why you guys like it when I squint and mispronounce your name, because I can barely see who it is. And how am I supposed to pronounce it if I can barely see it, you know? So, see you guys later. Peace, love, and see you later. Bye-bye.